I just hired the world's first AI software engineer, Devin, to build me a tech unicorn, $1 billion startup. And these are gonna be ridiculous ideas. Like today we're building a reverse dating app where you match with people you got rejected from. So this is gonna be a series. Make sure that you subscribe so you can see all the other ridiculous projects we're gonna build out. And eventually I'm gonna build out a real tech unicorn, obviously. But what I really wanna find out by the end of this video is Devin really going to take over our jobs? Is it actually any good? We're gonna vibe code together today and see if it's better than Windsurf and Cursor and all of these different tools that came out after Devin. If you remember, a year ago, Devin came out and everybody was freaking out that they're losing their jobs because Devin is basically like a junior developer that can handle small to medium tasks with zero oversight. Fully autonomous AI agent. So I'm really curious to see how this is gonna go, if we're gonna all get replaced by AI and tools like Devin anytime soon. And if you want to build out projects and build out your own tech unicorns, because this is actually the craziest time to be alive. Like I know at least 10 of my friends that make millions of dollars building AI B2B SaaSes. So why can't I? Stay tuned to find out which coding tool you should use for which purpose, which one is the best one for what you want to be doing, and obviously to see the results of my reverse dating app. But for now, let's get started with a reverse dating app.
So we're also going to be trying two really cool features. One of them is Ask Devin, which is advanced question answering for your code base. And the other is Devin Wiki, which can turn your code repository into detailed docs with diagrams. So let's get started by going to the Devin website. I'm going to get the Teams plan, which is $500 a month, but the core plan starts at $20. So you can start building actual projects for only $20, which is really cool. And it's a one-time payment, not a subscription. So when we open up Devin, we see this screen here, which looks like a regular chatbot prompting area. But the cool thing is it's actually integrated with my GitHub and we can see our different sessions. So we asked Devin to build a basic prototype of a reverse dating app using React, a Node.js, and Express. I like that it echoes back to you what you want. So I'll build a reverse dating app prototype with React and Node.js Express, where matches happen when both users swipe left on each other. And here you go. It's built it and it took around 7 minutes, as you can see. So we could approve the deployment. And then here, it gave us the front end and back end URLs to test. So this is what our reverse dating app looks like. So we got Sam28. We're going to say no. I don't know why the first profile had no photo. And this one, you can tell Jordan is a software engineer because he does not look 24. Those are aging signs of stress, my boy. But anyways, we can test the reverse dating functionality here. And this was all built from one prompt, which is wild. On Cursor or Windsurf, I don't think you'd get this high quality of a product from just one prompt. You'd have to iterate a lot to get to this level. And as you can see here, we have a plus. We added a section for creating a profile, which takes our name, age, bio, and photo URL. So let's test creating a profile. I'm going to pretend I'm 15 and see what happens. Teach me quantum physics on a motorcycle. And we want a profile. Let's see if we can find Elon Musk. I really like this photo. So copy image address. So that's our photo. Let's create the profile. Ooh, I think now it goes into the, let's see if we can see our own profile. We've created a profile. That's pretty good. I kind of like it. So we can successfully create a profile now. And then here is where we can see our matches. But for some reason, we're not matching with anyone. So let's ask Devin and see if they can debug why that happens. So we told Devin, fix the bugs that I can't refresh profiles. I also need to have my own profile that I can edit and to be able to see my matches and talk to them. It actually created a really good plan, as you can see here, fixed refresh profiles bug, and it gives you a confidence in how well it thinks it can execute the plan. So the confidence level is high, which is really cool. After that iteration, I also said refreshing profiles still doesn't work, and I'd like to see at least 7 test profiles and create my own test profile. And as you can see here, it worked for 5 minutes. And so this is what was fixed and added. I think it does a really good job at explaining. And it even tells you how to test it, which is really cool. So this is where we're at, how to test the profile creation and how to test refreshing the profiles. And now it's fully deployed. So that's pretty cool. What we want to do now is we want to tell Devin that matching isn't working, or we have to deploy this live so other people can use it so our matches work. Let's play them. Let's see if it understands that. I think it does a really good job at understanding user requirements. Honestly, I'm really impressed with it. All right, so you can see Devin tells you exactly what it's doing. I'm now investigating the match functionality by checking available profiles and users in the backend and examining the front-end app.tsx file. So, and of course, you can see its progress in a separate tab so that it's bigger and nicer. You can see everything it's doing in the shell, and you can check the code over here. So you can see the app.tsx file, the main.py, and you can see what it's doing live in the browser, which is my favorite part. Like, that's so impressive. And you can even control the browser. I'm clicking the message button to test the chat functionality. So not only does it fix its bugs itself, but it also tests it itself, which is so cool. But yeah, let me know below what kind of features you would want to see in this. And we're going to be building a lot more random apps with Devin because this is so much fun. So stay tuned for the next one. Leave your suggestions below on like memeable app ideas we should do or real world app ideas. I'm ready to actually build a tech unicorn, but I thought it'd be fun to just show a demo with a very memeable project. And so let's test Ask Devin. So here we can ask Devin about any of our repos. We can ask Devin, explain how the autofiller works. And like if I wanted to release it as an app, would it get approved? Oh, this is very detailed. It tells me all about the core functionality, the technical implementation, and the extensions architectures follows older Chrome extension patterns. I knew it, that are no longer supported, while the core functionality, it would need a complete rewrite to meet current standards. Damn, I wonder if it could rewrite it. Can you rewrite it for me to meet current standards? That would be impressive. It's rewriting my entire code base to match the current standards. Okay, what the hell? That's actually wild. And I'm doing this while simultaneously running my Tinder bot. That's pretty crazy. But in the deep wiki, we can also basically create a wiki for all of our repos here. So it created this entire documentation with diagrams of how the architecture of my repo works. That's actually wild. So once we finish our reverse dating app, I'm going to put it into the wiki and it's going to be super, super cool. If you had to manually make these docs, like nobody likes making docs, this would have taken probable months. Like, it's crazy how we can do all of this with AI now. So anyway, that's the deep wiki. We showed the Ask Devin, which actually did an entire rewrite of my entire Chrome extension. I'm going to see if that actually works. Like, maybe I'll tell you guys in the next video if I'm going to try to deploy it to the App Store and see if it works. But anyway, it's really cool that I can run all of these different sessions at once. So while I was rewriting my entire code base for my other project, our reverse dating app, let's see, it has all these new different features working. So now we have 11 profiles. Oh, and we have a match. So we matched with Sam. Oh, yeah, we matched with Sam because he didn't have a profile picture, so I rejected him. And then here I say, oh, it automatically sent a message for me. I don't know if I like that part. I rejected you because you don't have a profile photo. I think it should automatically ask why you rejected someone and ask for feedback so they can improve their dating profile. It's a great idea. But anyway, this looks really good. And then you go back to swiping. This is really impressive. So this was literally 3 prompts. It was 1 prompt that created the first iteration that was really good, but didn't have a create your profile or have a matches area. And the refresh functionality didn't work. And then in 1 more prompt, I fixed all of that and added the new features. So that's kind of crazy. I also don't like the UX a lot. It's probably good for mobile, but this is really impressive. I don't know, guys. Tell me, like, are we cooked? I think we're cooked. There's no way that software engineers are going to exist in 5 years. It's all going to be prompt engineering. Like, this is actually wild. Let me know what you think below.